Right now, something very serious is happening in Zimbabwe. And if you listen carefully, you will understand that this is not just normal politics. This is a deep power struggle at the highest level of government. And it is beginning to shake the entire system in a way that many people did not expect. So as you are watching this, make sure you like this video and subscribe, because stories like this are not simple. And I will keep breaking everything down for you in a way that you will clearly understand. Now, the center of this whole situation is between two powerful men, the President Emerson Mnangagwa and the Vice President Constantino Chiwenga. These are not just ordinary politicians. These are men who have worked together before, men who helped shape the current leadership of Zimbabwe, especially during the removal of Robert Mugabe back in 2017. So when you now hear that there is tension between them, you need to understand that this is something very deep. What is happening now is that there are strong talks and serious discussions suggesting that there was a plan connected to the leadership to take action against some top army generals. Now, this is where it becomes very sensitive. In any country, the army is important, but in Zimbabwe, the military has always played a very strong role in politics. So when people start hearing that top generals may be targeted, everyone begins to pay attention. Now, as this situation started to unfold, something unexpected happened. Instead of the plan going quietly, it became a public issue, and it started raising questions across the country. People began asking, who really has control? Is it the political leadership, or is it the military influence behind the scenes? And this is where the story becomes even more interesting. Many observers and analysts started saying that this situation actually made Constantino Chiwenga look stronger. Why? Because Chiwenga himself comes from the military background. He was once a top military commander, and he still has strong connections within the armed forces. So when there is any tension involving the army, his name naturally becomes important in that discussion. As things continue to develop, it became clear that this is not just about any arrest or any small disagreement. This is about power, control, and the future of leadership in Zimbabwe. So again, if you are following this closely, make sure you like this video and subscribe, because this kind of story, you need updates step by step to really understand where it is going. Now, let us go deeper so you can fully understand what is at stake here. Inside the ruling party, there have already been signs of division for some time. Even before now, there were reports of disagreements, silent competition, and different groups forming within the party. Some people are loyal to the president, while others are believed to be closer to the vice president. When you have this kind of division at the top, it creates tension everywhere else. Now imagine this. The same military that played a major role in bringing the current leadership into power is now being linked to internal conflict within that same leadership. That alone is enough to create serious concern. Because in politics, especially in systems like this, alliances are everything. Once those alliances begin to weaken, things can change very quickly. People are now watching closely because they remember what happened in 2017. At that time, many people did not expect such a major change, but it happened, and it happened quickly. So now, when they see tension again involving political leaders and the military, they begin to wonder, could something similar happen again? Now, let us be very clear and calm here. There is no public sign of any immediate drastic action, but the signs of tension are there, and they are strong enough to get attention both inside and outside Zimbabwe. And this is why many people are describing the situation as a political earthquake, not because something has already happened openly, but because the foundation itself is shaking quietly. You see, sometimes the most important movements in politics do not happen in public. They happen behind closed doors through discussions, decisions, and strategic moves that only become visible later. So what you are seeing now is the surface of something deeper. Again, don't forget to like this video and subscribe, because I will keep explaining this in a way that you will not miss any detail. Now, another important part of this story is the question of the future. Every political system always has a question of succession, meaning who will lead next when the current leader is no longer in power. And in this case, many people believe that Constantino Chiwenga could be one of the key figures interested in that future position. So when you combine that with the current tension, it starts to look less like a simple disagreement and more like a struggle over what comes next. Because if different groups are already positioning themselves, then every move becomes very important. Every decision, every statement, every action begins to carry more meaning. Now think about this carefully. If there is any perception that the military is not fully aligned with the political leadership, that alone can create uncertainty. And uncertainty in politics can lead to bigger developments. This is why people are paying close attention to any signs coming from the army, any statements from leaders, and any changes within the government structure. At this stage, even small actions can send strong signals. And this is exactly what makes this story very important. So as you are watching, drop your thoughts in the comment section. Do you think this situation will calm down, or do you think it will develop into something bigger? And don't forget to like this video and subscribe for more updates. Now, let me explain something else that will help you understand this better. In politics like this, power is not always about who holds the title. Sometimes it is about influence, relationships, and support systems. So even if someone is not the head of the country, they can still have strong influence if they have support from key groups. And in this case, the military is one of those key groups. So when people say that Chiwenga is gaining strength from this situation, they are talking about influence, not just position. They are saying that this situation has shown that he still has strong backing where it matters. And if that is true, then it changes how people see the balance of power. Now, let us slow it down again so everyone can clearly understand. This is not about open conflict. This is about silent competition. This is about positioning. This is about who has support, who has influence, and who is preparing for the future. And that is why this story is very important to follow. Because what is happening now may shape what happens next. So stay with me, keep listening carefully, and make sure you like this video and subscribe, because I will continue to break this down step by step. I will pause here for now.